Welcome to another episode of The Adventures of Danny and Mike, wherein the fellas discuss Rasputin's dick, bagel bowls, and hobo-appropriation. Now play the music, Bammy. I hope to God that another telemarketer calls Danny while we're recording, because I want to hear him. I want to hear him boop bop it
beep bop a doo.
I want to hear him do it again.
Can you imagine how shitty that is when you just you have a shitty job already?
There's no end of horrible things. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's just nice to. You're calling me.
Song?
Well, guess what? I'm gonna fucking.
What's in the jar, Dad?
Serenade you, man.
So you do that with all telemarketers?
I do. Well, I do a couple things. Sometimes I don't do anything. Sometimes I just pick up the phone and I listen to hear if it's like a robocall or if it's an
You're
actual
very bored. The fact that you're picking up any of those calls means you're very bored.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm bored.
I haven't picked up a phone call I haven't picked up a phone call with my own area code in a decade.
I'm sorry. Aren't you unemployed?
Whoa.
Me too. It's cool.
He's
No,
got
but
you
you're
there.
gonna get. That's what's gonna happen to you tomorrow. You're gonna get one of these calls. You're gonna be
Oh, it's a job.
should I? It's a job. Hello?
They'll eventually email me. That's the thing. They'll eventually email or leave me a voicemail.
You know what I do a lot of times when telemarketers call? I just let it ring a couple times. I pick it up and I'm like, welcome to the Adventures of Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Yes.
To his right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
No.
And to his right, our guest for the entire hour, funny man, Mr. Tim De La Motte. Welcome to the studio, buddy.
Thank you very much for having me. This is a very exciting day for me.
This is an honor.
Is it an honor?
I mean, it's an honor for me, so I assume it's an honor for you as well.
I mean, yeah, charmed, I'm sure, is the expression.
That's what I do when I hold out my hand for you and I go for a handshake and then I force it into your mouth.
Mutual.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I've never felt so welcomed. I got a nice beer. I got a nice Danny and Mike beer from the brewery tour.
And then we all
That's
just
right.
forced our hands into your mouth.
Sorry about that. I didn't wash my hands.
That's fine.
I did.
I've seen the things you've touched since I've been here, and most of them are
Wait a
above
minute.
board. Most of them are above board.
Okay.
Most of them above waist.
Well, at least that's a positive thing.
I only peed once at Black Horse.
That's right.
Oh, that's where you guys watch the
we
game?
went to Black Horse to watch the game because I demanded to be taken to watch soccer at a reasonable hour, which in New York is 2:45 in the afternoon. So in Los Angeles, that's a more unreasonable hour. The game is beginning at 5 a.m. and stuff like that. I can't get up.
I don't see a problem.
What we're really talking about is a vehicle for day drinking. And whatever that vehicle is, it matters not, as long as there is a good sport involved.
Absolutely.
Sure. I mean, I think it was more about the soccer than the day drinking.
But
the paninis were awesome.
However,
Paninis were on fire.
However, in LA, like football on Sunday
Yeah,
is an
5
all,
a.m.
is an all-day affair.
I still have yet to get.
NFL.
I've yet to figure out how to shape my day around a 10 a.m. NFL start. I can't.
Right.
That's hard.
It's so weird.
I think that's why those teams do poorly on the West Coast.
Honestly, that is a thing. They come to the East Coast with people being like, "Oh, these teams are soft. They're from LA. They only play in the warm weather." They come back to the East Coast and everyone thinks they can beat up on them, except for my Rammies, who lost in the Super Bowl.
Your
Rammies.
Rammies?
I know. I sold them kombucha in my previous job.
Oh, I didn't realize we had.
You're from New Jersey. I don't want to hear anything about
Cranky.
your.
I didn't realize we had Arsenal co-owner Stan Cranky here.
Silent Stan. He is.
Oh, what a sack of garbage.
He is trash. He is true garbage.
I mean,
Jeremy, are you a fan of?
Could you think?
Let me fact check him first, then I'll get back to you.
Go right ahead, dude. There's a brand we hate.
Oh, yeah?
Stan-
Definitely?
is Cranky.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
He charges both Arsenal and the Rams like consulting contracts for his own services as team owner.
Really?
And
It's
as gross
fucking
as this is,
it's so
as it is,
disgusting.
he went to the Arsenal owners, which were a bunch of like random citizens in the UK,
Bless
and bought all of their shares up. So now he has 100% ownership. So he is, he's.
So it's like if Donald Trump will go to Green Bay and buy up all of the Packers.
I own all of
And it's no longer green.
now it's Gold Bay.
Dude, that would be realistic.
That'd be
Actually,
dope.
Sucks. That would suck. I mean, they wouldn't let them do that. The mustaches themselves would fight back, and those
He's talking
Wisconsin
about those
stashes.
guys up in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I don't know
very
if
beautiful stash
I don't
on
know if
Tim
the
De-
mustaches would rise.
I don't know.
We gotta see.
Please rise up.
They get the
Please
cheese curd launchers.
Well, the real mustaches, please rise up. Please rise up. Please rise up.
Exactly.
Facial hair can live on forever. I think Andy Rooney's eyebrows are still
And they
thriving right
and they
now.
do show callback to Danny's Dr. Game show.
Oh, you got that.
I think Rasputin's beard and or soul patch is still being exhibited in Moscow.
Is that true?
Yeah, you know Rasputin's dick, right?
No.
You heard
I know
about this,
nothing
Jeremy?
his
First
dick.
fact check. Rasputin's dick. But in the meantime, because Jeremy
don't put
needs
that.
some-
Don't do that
I don't
in
know
a,
that I want to know the facts.
Don't do that in incognito either. Just do it on your regular
Yeah,
old
do your
browser.
regular browser,
Type
so we
in
have something-
Rasputin's dick.
Okay,
Yeah.
logged in.
D-I-C-K.
Yeah.
Logged in as Danny and Mike. One second.
So while Jeremy's looking that up, Tim, I'm going to tell you about another segment we have on the show called $1 Billion Ideas. And I came
these ideas.
I came up with one today that I'd like to get off my chest pretty early before
Put it in the book.
before I forget
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
you got to put it in the book.
Wait. To be fair, there's nothing in the book thus far.
We just got it.
Okay.
It's-
Don't, maybe use
Look,
like page 4.
This is an old segment with a
With an
brand
actual new
book.
prop.
Yes, with an actual prop.
Old
This was
segment,
always
new
just
prop. Okay, so page
Sharpie,
1,
huh? So you just want to destroy 3
page
pages
2,
of
page 3.
Yeah, go to like page 3 because we have some backlogging to do. Yeah.
It's somehow also on my pants now.
Ready, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing these are old ass black jeans that even a Sharpie will show through. It's very embarrassing. I was having my usual, bagel with cream cheese, considering covering it with cereal, as is my latest.
Yeah, it's weird. Have you not been following him on Twitter there, Tim?
I have not seen this.
You know what? That's a real shame.
I'm never
you'll
on
love
You gotta
it.
see. You gotta
He's
see
on the
it.
gram. He's on
He
the
makes really beautiful sandwiches in the morning that are bagels with stuff on them. The funny, ironic part about this is he talks shit about fucking Voodoo Donuts for putting
Oh my God, we're
breakfast
doing
cereal,
the exact same thing.
putting breakfast cereal on donuts.
Yeah.
But if it's cream cheese in
On
a
a
bagel,
bagel.
it's okay.
Softens.
I don't.
Look,
No, I don't
softens.
believe that. I think that's. There's something wrong here.
There's
Interesting.
bagels in the morning. Bagels in the evening.
Yeah,
Bagels
bagels
at
at
summertime.
summertime.
When cereal's on a bagel,
Bagels any time of
Mike
day.
will eat bagels anytime.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
This
as I was
idea-
doing this,
Yeah.
you know how people be having their salad,
People be having their salads.
their salads
Yeah.
and their burritos and stuff like that, and they don't want to have their carbs. Then there's the other ones. So you got salad bowls.
This guy carb loads.
You got
That's how he keeps his girlish
burrito
figure.
bowls,
I love it.
bagel bowls,
Okay.
bagels.
This isn't. Wait, are you describing a bowl of cream cheese?
No, a bagel shaped like a bowl,
Okay.
and then you can put whatever you choose your bagel.
That's a bread
choose your
bowl.
But so
filling.
wait a second. It's a soup bread bowl, but for bagels.
Yeah.
With the bagel. So basically, you're gonna do what I hated so much when I worked at a bagel store, and someone was like, "Can you scoop it out?"
But that's a
you're
no.
scooping
The inside
out.
of the bagel.
No,
Yeah,
no.
because how else are you gonna put all the shit in it if you're gonna have a
We're gonna
if you have a
we're gonna cook them in
giant sized bagel
molds.
that's like a
We're gonna
soup
cook them
bowl.
in molds, dude.
Okay.
Don't tear down my $1 billion.
I'm not. I mean, I
It's
want.
like it's like
written.
900 million
It's now
tops.
written.
It's
Look,
like 900
here's the deal.
million
If
tops
if
at
it
this
was
point.
any other subject other
That's
than
true. This guy's an expert.
other than bagels and bass guitar and beer,
I never
and
consulted
buds.
with
That's the 4 Bs.
him during my important bagel guy
Research.
I'm just
Moment.
saying.
research
Yeah,
time.
I know. He had a famous role as a bagel guy, but he never talked to me about it.
Never
I was
asked
a real
him.
life bagel
Wow.
guy.
Yeah,
How often
Timmy
did
knows
you,
about that
How
too.
often did
I
you
do.
deliver, bro?
I made you sandwiches when you worked at
To be
White
fair,
Claw
my
Florist.
family
Did he poison you?
My family was too poor to come over to Goldberg's. We would buy our bagels at the food town. So we would
Let's
go.
be real.
we
You
would
get
go
10 for
down
the
to-
price of two.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
be
We would
real,
buy
you were-
bagels at the food town, bring them over to Goldberg's.
Yeah, and
then
he
say,
would cream cheese them up.
Please, cream cheese.
I was like, I would walk in and I would say, I want a TV boy to cream cheese my bagel.
weekend after weekend, this came
TV
true.
boy. That's fucked up, man.
Wait, is that allowed to bring another bagel into a bagel
No,
shop?
only
No.
if you degrade
Have
the
you
person
ever
that
washed?
cream
Have you ever
cheesing.
washed your laundry and then tried to bring it into the
No
laundry
drying.
mat? Get the
Yeah.
fuck out
Yo,
of here.
that's a big
Also, that's a real thing, though. If you try to bring a fucking dollar into a laundromat, sorry for swearing.
$1?
No, you're
If
allowed.
you try to bring a dollar into a laundromat, they will like question you. They took a 25-cent tax out of my dollar when I tried to get a dollar at the laundromat.
Because they didn't think you were trying to spend it there?
I wasn't spending it there. I was using their change machine. Like I was like, it's Labor Day weekend. Oh, that's an offensive accent. He was like, it's Labor Day weekend. He was like, it's Labor Day weekend.
Against
you can't.
who? Don't you live in Chicago?
No, I live in Los Angeles.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Is it Eastern European, maybe? A general Eastern European?
You live in Glendale.
No, I don't. I live in a Salvadoran neighborhood, so I was oddly doing an Armenian accent, but good catch. But I walked in with $1 and I go to make change because like none of the grocery stores around me will do change either. I walk in there with a 20. They look at me like I'm insane. They're like, we can do like $1. But if I walk into the laundromat and I put $1 in, the guy sees me and I'm like carrying a bag, like a grocery bag over my shoulder to make it look like I'm about to do laundry. And the dude catches me and is like, you're not using that here. I'm like, no, I am. I'm coming back. He's like, give me a quarter. I'm like, all right, fine. So I paid him a quarter. So I ended up paying 25 cents for 75 cents a quarter.
Oh.
Dude, they're hardcore, man.
That's a 25% tax,
Yes,
man.
it was massive.
So
I was so mad.
He was Estrella de Coin as opposed to Coinstar.
Correct. Estrella de Cuenta. Sí.
I love that hotel chain. Speaking of Rasputin's dick, here is his penis in a jar.
Okay, so wait, do we think bread bowls are a good thing or no?
Oh yeah, no.
Here's
Well,
my issue with bread.
Tim, there's no
circle back to
place
bagel
around
bowl.
here that says censored. You can cuss if you want.
My thing is, I walked in, I saw that cute little dog, and I didn't want to swear in front of that dog. But my whole thing with bread bagel bowls is that
You won't even talk about Rasputin's dick. Just go right back.
I eventually will talk about
work up to
it
it.
because it is big and weird.
It's unavoidable.
But bagel bowls, my thing is, Mike, the whole thing behind a salad burrito bowl is it's the removing of the shell, right?
right.
So what do you fill the bagel bowl
It's a
with?
thumb. You're thumbing your nose at convention.
Okay. Do you fill the bagel bowl? Do you fill the bagel bowl with hot cream cheese that you spoon into your mouth?
No.
No, God.
I got this, Mike. Let me explain. I
Yeah.
got this.
Okay, good.
When you carve out the bagel, you have a shell. That shell, let's say, maybe it feels like a sub sandwich or like something else. It's just like a bread. It's like you carve out a bread,
It's a canvas.
and then you put your
It's
meats
called
in,
taco salad
or you put
is
your
what
cream
it's called.
cream cheese in, and then you fold it up so it looks like a little football, and then you eat it.
I don't want to belabor this point at all.
Bagel tacos.
This is a taco
This is a
salad.
separate
This is
billion-dollar
tacos-
idea. This is a
No,
$500 million
guys, we have
idea.
to, this is just a variation of a taco salad.
Nope.
Yes, it is because if the bagel bowl
Tacos and sandwiches
yes,
have
it
nothing to
is.
do with
Okay,
each
okay.
other.
Listen,
Yes, they
hear
do.
him. Let's
Just
hear
let
him
me-
out. Let's hear him out.
Look,
Okay, go ahead.
a taco bowl is the tortilla fried in a bowl.
Not
form.
always. Sometimes it just comes in a regular bowl.
No,
Yes.
not usually.
Chipotle, they don't.
Well,
they
you
don't
know
put
what?
chips on the
Chipotle
bun.
can suck it. I'm talking about.
I'm talking about
regular-
the.
Brands we hate.
I'm talking
Chipotle.
about Chipotle.
They got a Chipotle down the street.
Guys, anyone who's in a band and listening right now, if you're on tour, you go to Chipotle and you show them your schedule, and they will give you a free burrito. That's the only thing they're good for. Suck them dry.
Insider tip.
True.
I don't think they're no longer partly owned by McDonald's, so I think it's okay. You can eat there, whatever. Who cares? Right?
Okay. Anywho, what I'm saying is that a taco salad
Consists of
the taco shell on the outside and the stuff on the inside. A bagel bowl consists of a bagel on the outside, shit on the inside. It's a variation of a theme.
But the shit that you put on a bagel is just cream cheese.
Not always.
Not always. I
Well,
worked in a bagel store.
could pick
Bagel
There's-
sandwiches.
Of
There's
course.
15 different kinds of cream cheese, first of all.
Very recently, I got a picture
16
of
if you count the,
Funfetti.
the raspberry strudel one.
I got a
Funfetti cream cheese?
Rasputin's dick cream cheese is 17.
Ain't no way you can find Rasputin's cream cheese outside of Moscow.
Okay.
Well, speaking of, I guess the reason they kept his dick was for virility, right?
Lox, whitefish, and
What do you mean
Rasputin's
virility?
dick.
They,
I had a whitefish
they
bagel the
chip
other day.
they chip a little bit of Rasputin's dick off and put it in a pill form, and you can take it.
My
Is that
guess
it?
would be the liquid that's in this jar. I'll put the picture up, but the liquid that's in the jar surrounding that huge horse cock, I believe they would sip out of and think that would give them much healthier sex drive. Stronger.
Formaldehyde.
But yeah, that all depends on the liquid you put around the cock.
That's true.
It literally all is just like, I put Gatorade in it.
Remember
drink
when
it.
everybody was obsessed for like a week with drinking the mummy juice?
No.
There was like a mummy that they opened up, and all of a sudden, it was spoiled, and some juice came out of it.
It's mostly just Mountain
for-
Dew
is that
Code
for-
Red.
Yeah. And everybody was like, "I want to drink the juice."
That's disgusting.
yeah.
Yeah,
Come
so
on, people. Don't let's
we're
respect.
getting-
Let's respect the dead, okay?
Who Someone
Look,
was
when
just
we-
Except for the ones with huge dinguses.
like Rasputin.
Yeah.
And his giant jarred penis.
Yeah, I'm not sure what who the person was that was like, "Hey, we should keep this in a jar."
It's a hoax,
There's
bro. Who the
legends.
fuck knows?
Can I see a better picture? Not for any
Well,
horny reasons.
He wants
just
you
for
to
research.
no, but can you send it to him in a text message so that
Why
he
is
can
it
go to
so-
the bathroom and come back later?
Yeah. Why is it so pointy? Is that what everyone's penis looks like?
What is that?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's like a little. It's like you have a
good.
rubber band
But
around the
here's
tip of it.
and this is going to give away a lot about me.
In Russia, we don't use rubber bands. We use hair of widow.
In Russia, penis is in jar.
Okay, guys.
But doesn't it seem like they use the part of the penis that's also inside you?
Yes.
You measure from
Yeah.
there, bro.
Okay,
you
so
definitely
you measure
measure.
from-
Oh yeah, you measure from there.
Wait,
That's not.
wait.
I've been
That
doing this
changes
wrong.
everything.
So you're saying I'm 6.5?
Jeremy's discovered new lease on life.
Tinder profile updating, just adding numbers.
Tim, I've had a girlfriend for the last almost 2 years.
Don't know if you know about
I
that.
was at I met her at the
Yeah, at the
wedding. We
wedding,
sat
yeah.
near by each
Yeah,
other.
we talked, we
at
laughed,
the-
we joked.
Oh, did we have a laugh? Oh, did we have a joke?
The Tamborelli wedding is what you're referring
It's
to.
a,
Oh, gosh, it was
Tamborelli Detweiler wedding.
That's
Please,
right. The
it's not-
Dieterellis.
The Dettarellis.
The Dettarellis.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
I'm
she
wearing my
would
wedding
care.
shoes, as you know.
They're
Yeah.
both
Me too.
wearing their wedding shoes.
Well, no, these are second generation because I destroyed mine because I brought them on our honeymoon.
Honeymoon's over,
Only-
bro.
Oh, you've gone back for another pair.
He
So-
insisted on walking
I actually did,
3.5
you know
miles
what?
a day for Sagres.
He was just practicing up and down the aisle.
So Zion Williamson famously almost tweaked his ankle because his shoe blew up.
exploding
Did you
Nike
keep
shoe.
the van? Do you think because his is like his is worth about
I wasn't.
250,000?
I wasn't allowed to get rid of them. I took the new box with these that these
Oh, you
new
put the
shoes
old ones
came in.
in.
I put the old ones in
That's
because they're
good.
my wedding shoes.
And you and
I guess
Caitlin
I
made a
feel
time
like
capsule?
I feel like on Cinco de Mayo every year I'm gonna have to put them on, even when they're like fucked up.
Y
I'm like,
bailar, y
honey, I
cantar.
can't look. It's one or the other. Do you want to go out for dinner or do you want me to wear these fucking shoes? Because I can't do both.
Yeah, you can do both. Don't sell yourself short. You're super
No, I'm
dad.
telling you, no. The underneaths are messed up now.
The bottoms.
Yeah, the bottoms are screwed.
Or we could call
They're
them
vans.
Is that what they call them?
Underneath.
Is that what they call them?
No. I mean, look.
Danny speaks in
the
Stranger
soul,
Things.
The soul
The
nether
sunken,
regions.
the sunken place with no soul.
Yeah, I'm from. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm from out of town.
Did
what
you
do I know
see?
about
Did you
shoes?
see Us? Because I haven't seen it yet, and I'm
I haven't
ashamed.
seen Us, and this is the biggest shame. I never saw the first one.
You never saw Get Out?
I never saw.
I
Get
bet
Out.
you
Get
never
Out.
even voted for Obama. You sack.
I
of crap.
voted for Obama one time because I'm good at voting. I skipped voting the first time because I was still registered in New Jersey but living in Chicago. So I did
Oh,
not.
Danny knows about that hustle.
I don't. You can edit that out. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You still vote in New Jersey?
Yeah, I do.
Good for you. Doesn't
my
New Jersey
ID.
need your vote more than New York?
That's why I do it.
Thank
Is
No
that
you.
offense.
wrong or is that bad or good?
As leftist liberals ourselves.
And look at Danny's residency in New Jersey. Legalize marijuana on the way.
Wow.
True. And if New York
Thanks,
doesn't
Dan.
get on the boat, then they're gonna have a hell of a time taking people out of the PATH train coming back and forth from Jersey.
That started off being one of the weirder metaphors. It was a weed boat, but it ended up being a train.
No, yeah, I think it's like that song, "People Over the World, join in."
hands.
Join
So,
train.
The weed
We're on
the weed boat.
Weed train.
The weed boat.
Yeah.
Weed
Well,
Yeah.
boat.
It's actually a reference to a film, which was The Taking of Pelham 420, which was a famous.
Oh yeah, it was a
Remake.
famous Woody
Sequel.
Harrelson,
Gene
Wesley
Hackman.
Snipes team up about at the end of the shift, one New York City subway train would collect all the weed.
This
And
is
Jennifer
good.
Lopez is a transit cop
I
who
knew she
knows.
was in it.
Yeah,
J-Lo.
I knew
has
she'd be
to
in
it's a
it.
New York movie.
Yeah, she's on the. She rides that 6 train all the way up.
Hasn't rode that fucking thing in 30 years. I guarantee it. Maybe 40.
I don't know.
Look, that.
A fly girl, Jennifer Lopez.
Let me
didn't
tell
ride
you
that fucking
something.
subway.
Let me tell you something. She wrote a song called "I'm Still Jenny" from the block.
No.
which
Remember.
indicates that she probably still uses the 6 train from time to time.
Yes,
does.
yeah. It says, I believe one of the lines is, "My Metro card 275 at a time." So that means that she's at least ridden the train
Right,
since the
since
last
the upcharge when
since
it
the
was
last
250
subway
and up
since the last
up a
subway fare
quarter.
change. Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
it's kind of like holding up today's paper.
Newspaper.
Yeah, in your ransom photo.
Having your day. Yeah.
It's like, I'm alive.
It's like
Don't know what to tell you.
It's the
Haven't been
Reddit
killed.
AMA picture that they need to verify you. It's the same thing.
Did you all ever go to Danny? I know you grew up. You both grew up around. Well, everyone but Jeremy grew up
Yeah,
around
Yeah,
here.
he don't worry. He'll be a real boy
Thanks a
someday.
lot,
But
Tim.
did you guys ever take the train into the city to go to something weird like the Ripley's Museum or something like that to see a jarred penis?
Halloween parade. I went with
No,
these.
we did.
Did you really the Halloween parade?
Yeah.
That's rad.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I went a few times. I went with these guys to Philly. We had a Philly adventure. We went to the Muter. We went to the Muter and looked at all. I'm sure there's got to be a Rasputin-esque
Yeah.
dick for
Like
you
the American
there.
Rasputin, who would be Elvis.
But they're
maybe?
mostly like they're like baby fetuses and like
Yeah.
and they're on
Two-headed
formaldehydes
cows.
and you're like, yeah. I
I'm a
wouldn't think
fan.
about drinking that. That's
I'm a
for sure.
fan.
I wouldn't look at that jar and be like, I should probably drink some.
Wasn't
of
that
that
Rocky
'cause
Dennis,
Maybe I'll get
two-headed cow?
younger.
Wait, Rocky Dennis is the kid from Mask, which Danny tried to play in a reboot.
I think we could do that. I think we could do it.
So
Who would you be? Would you be Cher's
I would
boyfriend?
be Cher's boyfriend.
You'd be
Who
Cher's
was played by
boyfriend.
Sam Elliott,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Sam Elliott, like brunette, is Time Machine Sam Elliott, bro.
When they're playing Ripple, when Rocky, spoiler alert,
Don't joke
Something
up.
else.
Don't
When
joke
Rocky-
up.
Something
when
else.
Rocky had
ripples.
died, and when Rocky had died, and they're walking through the house and they're
Right.
looking for him, and they're playing Ripple
Yeah.
by Grateful Dead. That's a moment right there.
It's a big one.
That's a good movie. That's one of the last Eric Stoltz as a pure redhead great roles.
Wow.
What roles did he have after being a redhead?
Well, I mean, I guess he's still a redhead, but
Well,
what does he do anymore?
There's like some kind. There's some
Pulp
kind of
Fiction.
wonderful.
Wait, he was in
Pulp-
some kind of wonderful.
Some kind of wonderful Pulp Fiction and Mask, and that's
Yeah.
basically it.
And he was supposed to be Marty McFly.
Isn't that great that you would be known like that? I'd love for the biggest piece of trivia about me that I was supposed to be in Dude, Where's My Car?
yeah.
I would love for that to be the big piece
Yeah.
of trivia about me. I was
Before-
supposed to
Should
be
have been me.
Yeah.
You know, before they hired Ryan William Scott, or what's his name?
Sean Williams.
Sean William Scott.
So the
yeah.
script called for like ostriches. The first page of the script called for ostriches and Henry Kissinger.
Oh, yeah.
The first, yeah.
Well, shit, man. I mean, you were almost there.
Yeah, so I went with the one that in the singing penis was not in Slackers in the script.
Is that
was-
true?
That's something we came up with in the week of.
Is this honestly true? That is a scene that has lived in my memory long and
Hard.
Rasputinly hard.
as a penis in a jar guy,
As a
Tim.
fucking yeah.
It's as pervasive as formaldehyde in the environment.
That's right.
and it'll make you live forever.
That's right.
The
Why was it so?
Persistent,
It was a
rising to the top of your mind.
well.
Yeah,
I mean,
what's going on here?
I mean, you've all seen the scene that we're talking about. Clearly, you were.
Jeremy,
Let's
I lived
recap it.
Yeah.
I lived it.
yeah, let's recap.
Can you
if
recap it
not.
for us,
Tim?
Michael?
You're
Yeah.
the fan. So
Oh yeah, you recap it.
It was the movie. The movie Slackers came out in what 2000 maybe 1999 somewhere in there.
I want to say
2002.
I want to say 2002.
Shit. Okay, so I was a teen. I was a
You read
teen.
IMDb?
I got your back.
I was a teen, almost in my 20s ish. No, I would have been in my 20s. And I was, that was one of our generation's like college movies. And that scene was always one of the weirder and more like offbeat scenes that was also not sexualized, but it did contain a penis. So it was like very
Interesting.
Highbrow.
yeah, it was highbrow. It was slightly confusing for me as a guy who's like, I had always been
Tall. So people would always expect you to have a big red penis.
big giant red covered in tape penis.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. No one mentioned
I can
the
still
tape part.
literally I can still visualize.
You think you could draw it
Wow.
from memory, Jeremy?
You
Could
look-
you have any? You have a drawing?
For the
you have a
listener,
drawing program on the old?
Jeremy's Tim's getting flushed.
I'm extremely red.
Sweating a little
I'm
bit.
sweating profusely.
And
warm.
Jeremy's
It's always
looking
warm,
up the scene on YouTube.
Yeah.
no, I would backtrack but finish what you
No.
were-
I remember it being a moment. Not that I questioned who I was sexually, but it was a moment of like, well, shit, man, dicks are okay too.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
That takes a long time for people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. For
to-
gingers,
Yeah, streakers
Especially-
have had it all along. They've had that mentality where they're like they're body positive,
have-
but streakers.
Oh yeah.
But
Streakers are very body positive.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
but like people like me who have weird body image issues used to before a little help. There's no way I would have struck.
No, it was
Streaked.
It was
Stroked.
impressive. It was a good scene. And
Struck.
It was,
Thank you.
yeah.
But now with
Thank
this
you.
new information
Did it-
about the links of penises, like
Did it make-
that changed
I know.
everything.
Did it change you, Michael? Did it make you feel more comfortable with yourself?
I realized I had always been singing "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain" wrong.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they let me know like after they've been watching it in the editing room. and I'll leave it to the listener to figure out how.
Oh wow,
Oh.
I like that. I like that.
I don't want to backtrack too much, but we talked about the Mutter. I always say Mutter Museum.
Muter.
Is it Muter?
Is that
who
Because
knows?
there's an
Philadelphia?
umlaut. Yeah.
But there was a woman that was dying because she was turning into bone.
She was
Oh.
ossified. She was
Yeah.
ossified.
Ossifying.
So she got her wish. Her final wish was to be
Osteophying?
displayed in the Mutter Museum. Muter Museum.
Is this recent?
This is just like a week ago.
What?
February 28th, 2019.
How much of her
Human
body?
gargoyle. She had gargoylosis. Let's see
She
let's
had
see the picture.
fibrodysplasia ossificans progressia, FOP.
Ossificans, bro.
I heard
That's
that.
what we're moving
When
to.
you
The
see
houses are so
Progressia-
cheap there. Ossificansas.
Ossifa, Kansas.
We're moving
I'm
there.
choosing to move to Ossifa, Arkansas.
Yeah, that's true. A little more racist.
Yeah. A little bit hotter. I like it down there.
Or rice.
Yeah.
Also, to follow up, and this is not related to that, don't be fooled. Wait, no. From In Living Color and movie scripts to On the 6th.
Did you just say a
J
living
Lo
collar?
to this
Yeah,
headline
it's on Ohio
clips.
Sound.
On the
is- wait.
6th, baby. I
Yeah.
told y'all.
And read the other line about he's just like pay my MetroCard $2.75 at a time.
No, I don't
I
see
remember
that, Mike.
when the phone call was just a dime.
I enjoyed hummus on
Wow.
the train.
Wait, is that a line from the song?
No, but that's Mike's.
Because a fly girl like me
It
is
says-
going insane.
Okay.
Because if fine like me is
Right.
now winning
Wow,
insane.
you really took it there.
Tim, I don't know if a lot of people.
Know about this, but everything bagel topping is sold as everything but the bagel. It's sold without bagels. So
Is that true?
yeah. It's the brand name is everything but the bagel, and it's
delicious.
It's like
I hear
That's my Scott. That's my Scott Klezmer band.
Yeah,
Everything but the bagel.
Scott Klesmer.
So but that's an interesting point that an everything bagel does not have everything on it. If it did, it would be disgusting.
Discuss.
Yeah. Well, it would be.
What do you mean?
covered-
Like, what would you rule out? Butterscotch or broccoli?
Sure. Yep.
Broccoli Rob?
Yep.
I
Cinnamon,
love.
Do you have cinnamon raisin everything
asbestos.
bagel? That's a screwed up thing, man.
lox and cream cheese.
Oops, we messed up.
We were talking about the many movements of a movie called Delirious. One with Steve Buscemi and one with John Candy. And the John Candy one is famous in my mind for lox and cream cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel. Get it out of here! That's the whole line read from a movie.
You don't
Don't
remember that movie?
yuck my yum.
Look, tell that
No,
to
no.
the bagel man
No,
in
that's
the movie.
what Cynthia Nixon said while running
I
for
know.
governor
I know.
and doing the exact same and
she
revealing
ate that?
Yeah, revealing that that's
she
her
said,
same.
"Don't yuck my yum."
She ate that sandwich?
Maybe without the lox. Maybe it was just with cream cheese, but it could have
Well,
been with the
cream
lox.
cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel does
Cinnamon
not
raisin
get
bagel,
that out
cream
here.
cheese, no big deal.
No, it was with lox.
Now let's get that out of here. If anyone's ever seen the John Candy movie with Muriel Hemingway,
Probably 5 people have at least.
Yeah.
At least.
I just stalked his children on Instagram the other
Why?
day.
John Candy.
I don't know. Somebody had
His
posted.
daughter's a comic. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. She's a comedian, and that's where I brought this whole thing up. Some people, obviously I said funny man to Tim De La Motte, but
right.
you're a comedic actor working in L.A.
That's right.
Well, I would think you would be known for the Halo Top ice cream commercials.
Oh.
You were the devil in the Halo Top ice cream commercials. That's
Immortal.
something special.
Immortal Tim De La Motte.
Truly, I can't.
going to do some research.
This is pretty good. I'm going to take these back for analysis.
That's
was the
it.
line.
Yeah, that's
That-
good. Good.
Yeah, that was. I'm now a GIF. I found out. I'm
What a nice feeling.
I'm a series of GIFs. That was in their renewal for the second year. It was a
Oh, you got a renewal for
I
a
got a
second
renewal.
year?
I got a renewal for
Nice.
4
Cha-ching.
slots. Yeah,
Nice.
it was
Nice, bro.
not too shabby, but yeah,
I had texted you from a taxi at some point.
that's right. My aunt did the same thing.
What,
My
you were in
aunt-
Taxi TV?
I was on Taxi TV. My aunt did the same thing. She texted me. She was like,
Just why do I want to get in cash cab? So what does your aunt say?
I Same thing. She said, I just wanted to be on Cash Cab. Now I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
This is such a disgrace.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
so
oh,
mad. Yeah.
I'm in such a low point right now. But,
Yeah, I've never felt worse.
but at least I get to see you. But at
No,
least
she said, I've never felt worse, and now I see your face.
comforting me in this. Let it be.
No.
You keep putting it positive spin on it. Let me go further. I keep seeing your face comforting me. It's reminding me how badly I wanted to be on Cash Cab.
How much I'm not on Cash Cab
Yeah,
right
and
now.
how much Bill Bailey is not in the front seat of this
It's
cab.
Ben Bailey.
No, it's Bill Bailey.
Now he's got
Yeah,
Bill Bailey, the famous circus
It's,
guy.
vaudeville song
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Dance man.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey?
my
His name was Bill Bailey.
That was Ben.
Ben.
It was Bill Daly, famous
It's okay,
mayor. of
There's no
Chicago.
research, and I'm not going to fact check it.
That's
It's
what we're
Ben. It's 100% Ben Bailey.
That's
That's
Mayor
And I'm not
Bailey
usually,
Bill.
I'm just trying to tell you that, maybe that's why she wasn't getting on, is because you kept telling her it's
wrong-
Cash
Bill
Cab with Bill Bailey.
Look, just look for guys in vaudeville
I
costumes.
swear it's the guy.
Yeah.
Get in my cab.
Put on a straw cap and start spinning around a cane, and Bill Bailey will come to you.
We don't wear enough garters on our arms lately, people.
There are 4 of us in here right now. We could start some
Eight.
kind
4.5.
of 4.5 people in here. Is
Muppet.
Muppet here?
Yeah.
Muppet's under the table. She's napping.
Well,
Christ.
Muppet has
Shout
enough,
out to the studio.
Yeah, enough
we
garters.
soothe
She's
Muppet with
got
our
the-
voices. Oh, no. Here. Nope. Oh, that's your foot. Never
She's
mind.
got the garters?
Eyes are open.
Or he?
Yeah, what were you saying, Mike? She has garters?
I mean, she's got room enough for garters as well. If we all do, that would be 20 in this room alone.
I took her to Petco today because her stomach has been weird.
Dog
and
garters?
She pooped out an asparagus early. She doesn't eat asparagus.
A whole stick?
I'm hoping it was asparagus.
It was
I don't know
shaped
what
like
it was.
an asparagus?
Yeah, and when I picked it up, I squeezed it a little bit just to see.
Did you eat it and see if it made
Go
your
ahead and
pee,
take
your
that
pee
sip,
smelled
Mike.
funny?
Tim,
I'm just
what's your name?
concerned about this.
Well, I was too. So I went and got her some better food, and she ate for the first time in the day. And
Tim De La Motte drinks Danny and Mike brand East Coast from the Newburgh Brewing Company.
That's right. No, but I went and of course they have all these spring outfits for dogs now.
Oh, no.
And they have this. I took a picture. There's
Oh, no.
They have a little straw hat that's about 4 inches long with a pair of sunglasses sitting on top.
Oh, no.
So you bought them?
I did not. No.
In case your dog.
They have a dog photo studio inside the store.
I was going to say, do they have dog Instagram account launcher areas like where you can.
I would think a
Oh.
smart thing would be like the dog enormous easy chair like they have at street fairs.
the dog enormous.
You know the
easy
big,
chair?
you know the
Yeah,
big,
yeah.
the huge easy chair that you can take pictures with enormous.
Oh,
props.
yes, yes, the
huge
Lily
Corona-
Tomlin
the
style
huge-
chair.
Yes, the
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
Corona, the incredible shrinking
Shrinking
woman
woman,
chair.
yeah.
You can take a picture with the huge Corona bottle or the huge beach ball or the huge teddy bear.
Yeah.
What if you applied that sort of?
Yeah. I could see that.
Does-
idea?
Billy-
A huge
$1
piece
Does
of weird
Muppet-
poop that came out of Muppet's butt?
No, you would have that at Petco for your your huge or tiny dogs to look huger or tinier.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm laughing.
Because somebody did that recently too. There was a social thing that blew up where his dog is a small dog and she has a bigger personality, so he would Photoshop
she
the
has
dog.
a huge cock.
she has a Nostradamus
It's
cock
a
or whatever.
Rasputin hat.
Yeah.
No, but he would Photoshop the dog huge as to give the dog a little more confidence. Now I didn't know dogs.
The dog
cared,
doesn't know.
but
Look,
apparently.
come on. If dogs can watch TV, they can totally look at pictures of themselves in the form of selfies
Does
on
dog
your phone.
Jeez, kids will watch anything. My son sat through several episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds with me last night. Why is your kid watching anime? Why are you watching anime with your kid?
the kid's your son
That's
is
cool.
2.5.
2.5? I mean, that's not anime age. Anime age is like 16 incel basement.
Is it though? 16?
I would say it's a little bit later.
At any age.
Look, under 7 years old, there are epileptic seizure concerns with some of these animes.
This did have some flashing stuff, but none so bad as the Pokemon.
Well, okay, so 2.5. Mike exposed his child to anime. What do you think you're going to do?
At 2.5,
Is that what you're going for? 2.5?
Are you aiming for the
Show him some Yu-Gi-Oh at 2.5.
He's
or-
rubbing Shonen Jump manga on Kate's belly.
I won't be 6 years old or I won't have a 6-year-old kid watching
Akira.
Kreischer. Remember, I won't say who it was, but we were over at a friend.
Kreischer?
We were over at a friend's house a couple weeks ago, and he swears that his kid, when he's playing video games, doesn't listen to anybody. It's just totally tuned out.
Right.
And I don't have. I mean, look, I'm sure it probably does happen, and he's a little more prone to seeing how this works, but. he was like, yeah, no, I can put on whatever. So he put on, right, what's his name? Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Oh, Bert
Yeah,
Kreischer.
we want to put on a Bert Kreischer special,
the
and
comedian.
like, and it's
yeah.
and it's like
It's cussing.
it's
F this and
F
S
this,
that.
F that, and I'm talking about
Rasputin's D this.
S in someone's D's and all these things, and
Yeah.
like it just like I kept looking over, and he was just playing his game.
How
playing
old
his
is
game.
this young man?
6,
you said?
right? What do you say? 6?
Yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
I know you were there. We were all
Yeah.
there. We were all there. We were all complicit, and I felt so dirty.
Yeah,
I felt really dirty.
I didn't
And
even
then-
know. I didn't even notice.
You didn't notice?
No.
but there were, he was testing.
Mike's
He was like-
desensitized to it,
Yeah, he
too.
was kind of testing, and I was like, "This is a bad test. Like, either way you go, you're gonna lose on this. Because what if the kid picks up one 1/100th of what's going on in this Netflix show?
I've confessed. I'm at the perfect demographic for this not to make sense to 90% of people.
Sure.
In my computer class, we had Apple II-Cs and II-Es
I remember those,
when
yeah.
I was a kiddo, and probably like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. And I wrote a logo program. You could move the turtle
Logo
around
writer?
and
I
draw.
remember Logo
yeah,
Writer.
I had Logo Writer. Yeah.
And I got in trouble because I named my logo programs like fuck and shit and stuff like that. I've mentioned this before. Confession.
I mean,
nerd
that's
confession.
not. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. What is this kid gonna do? He's gonna go on his school's Twitter feed and talk
what?
about
Anime.
I don't know. All I'm saying is that I'm probably not going to let my kid do much.
He's surely going to
Not
be
going to get
only,
the phone, that's for sure.
He's surely going to be the
we'll
only
see.
6-year-old who knows who Bert fucking Kreischer is. Which, like, may make him a weird social pariah to begin with. Like, hey, have you guys seen Bert Kreischer?
Hey, have you
I
heard
know
yet-
about this
Did you hear the
comedian.
latest?
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
like,
hear the latest
no.
special? He really tears him a new ass.
yeah, like, kids in kindergarten are like, yeah, letters and whatever, but Bert Kreischer, dude, that guy's hilarious.
Did you
on the
see the new
edge.
trailer for the new Burt Kreischer? No, you mean Dora? You
Boss
mean the Dora
Baby-
movie?
Yeah, Boss Baby
no,
2.
no, I'm talking Burt Kreischer.
Boss
stand
Baby
up.
2? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys give Getty the phone a lot? Does he get a tablet or a phone time?
No,
Screen
well,
time
my
like that?
my mother spoils him a little bit that way.
Yeah.
He was going nuts in the restaurant last night. We went to get some soup dumplings,
Damn.
and he likes that stuff. And afterwards, he did not like my chicken, and turns out neither did I, as I found out today. And
Oh yeah, it was.
But he was longing for the phone.
But he just kept like running to the front of the store. I made the mistake of supplying him with a play on words, telling him that was the Bambuda at the front of the restaurant. Because there's both a Buddha and a bamboo
That is the
plant.
coolest word.
There's a
I'm gonna start
Bam
saying
Margera
it.
statue.
Yeah, exactly. He started saying, "Take me to the Range Rover, you fucking pussy."
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
He had 50 or 60 people paid for like an appearance in New York, and he didn't think it was enough. He was there early, and like people didn't show up, and he was pissed off, and so he just told his agent he had to leave. He was like, "I'm out of here."
This is your son?
And no, this is Bam Margera, yeah, who is
I'll
also
do whatever the
Michael-
hell I
He's
want.
already
Yeah,
booking.
he'll
I just,
do it.
you know what? I just picked up a phone call from a mystery number. That
Oh, and it was
kinda
Bam?
close. Yeah, it was kind of
Pull
close
me
to mine.
around the fucking Range Rover.
We came early because you said to come early. Where is everybody? There's 50 people sold tonight. Take me home. All right, go now. Get my Range Rover. Take me home, you fucking pussy.
Take me home. Bro, take me home, you
wait.
fucking pussy.
First of all, I'll know.
No,
First
no,
of all,
no.
I know I failed because Adele and him have moved to Bucks County.
Oh, yeah.
I'll know I fucked up.
It was get my Range Rover.
Yeah,
you
get my
fucking
Range Rover
pussy.
and get me home, you fucking pussy.
I guess that's not bad because you could be saying, could you get your Hyundai Elantra and
Yeah.
lead back up to the...
Get my Elantra and
Get me Dunn's Lamborghini. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I would ever let him talk to me like that.
But you can pay Bam on
But you just look at that
Cameo?
on your phone.
Cameo.
Yes,
you can pay Bam Cameo. He could call you and leave you a message saying, "Hey, this is Bam. Get me home." It's
It's the
you
Range Rover.
yeah, like you can pay him $60
I bet you.
to say
I
that.
bet you he made money off of him saying that.
1,000%.
Go, hey man, saw your video. Can you tell me to take me fucking home in your Range Rover, you
Yeah,
pussy?
dude.
That would be highly gifable.
Oh yeah, and as someone who went to college in Berks County, which is up, a little
One
bit north
letter
and
away.
west of Bucks County, it was 2 towns away from anywhere that M. Night Shyamalan made movies. But that accent to me brings me so close to home.
To old Latrobe.
Oh, dude, I went to school and I remember people being like, "Oh, are you going home this weekend?" "Oh, yeah, no, I'm going." And I was like, "Why do you people have accents?" Like, what do you mean you have an accent? I'm like, "No, I don't. I talk like everyone on TV." They were very odd people, but very lovely.
And then they said, "You've got a voice for TV."
Yeah, no, and they were like, "Yeah, you should go on."
And then
fail out of here in 5 years,
And then I hear you doing your Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nutty Almond Scoops, baby.
Yeah.
So
That's a fun commercial that I've seen a couple
the
times.
weirder fun part of that commercial is something that was pointed out to me by one of my friends in LA who is a witch probably, and is of that kind of persuasion nowadays.
Herbalist.
Correct. And believes in animal spirits, et cetera, found a video outlining the fact that there was someone on TV who thinks that my character from the Honey Bunch of Oats commercial is in the Illuminati because of a patch that I'm wearing on my shirt that is a triangle with a circle
You
in
have
it.
one. You have the exact same thing on your jean jacket.
I
right
mean,
now, bro.
look.
This is you have the exact same pattern on your
You
jean
have to
jacket.
do-
Jeremy, get a
Here,
picture.
Jerry.
No,
Jeremy, get a picture.
No.
Oh, I got one already.
But this guy's like, he's on YouTube. He's like, so I'm sitting here watching 90 Day Fiance, and all of a sudden he pauses the TV. Yeah, he pauses the TV. He's got this thing paused for 11 minutes. He goes, all of a sudden I see this commercial for Honey Bunches of Oats, and now Honey Bunches of Oats is delicious. When the milk hits it, it is delectable.
He's just really selling it.
But then he starts playing the commercial, and then he pauses
I
it.
will not buy it anymore.
Yeah, he pauses it midway through and goes, now, what do we see on this Scoutmaster shirt? It's a triangle with a circle in it. Is that the all-seeing eye of Horus? Is that the Illuminati? I was like, dude, someone send this to me legitimately, because the text I got was like, hey, were you in a Honey Bunches of Oats commercial? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, we just found a guy talking about that you might be in the Illuminati. So I'm still waiting for my giant briefcase full of cash to arrive at my house. Or
Just have
Is that what happens when you're in the Illuminati?
You could just get a helmet that lets you read people's thoughts.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, maybe they've given me one already, and that's why
You're here.
That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm so unsuccessful at everything else in my life.
I don't think.
No, Michael, it's true.
I don't think.
What about
that's
Son of Zorn? That did really well.
I wasn't in that, you son of a bitch.
I thought you
Isn't
did
that
great.
Henry Zabrowski?
I thought you did great as Zorn.
Oh yeah, I was Zorn once.
I mean, it's just
Wait,
but
who
LA
was Zorn?
Wasn't that Jason Sudeikis?
Yes. So not the first time I've been compared to Jason Sudeikis, by
A
the way.
gorgeous man. You, not him.
We both are.
And yeah, there you go. Let's meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That struck me as such an LA show.
Oh yeah, dude. All of those shows though that are just kind of like they
But-
don't make sense to
But
anybody else.
BoJack Horseman, can draw from a very large but
True.
BoJack Horseman,
Isn't that so inside?
Robot Chicken, can draw from a huge talent pool because just
True.
so many people live in LA. Type of, hey, can you do a voice?
I did just see Seth Green and Bobcat Goldthwait having dinner at a Mexican restaurant.
Blind item.
All I wanted to do was just walk up to them and be like, Mr. Green, Mr. Bobcat, I too was struck by lightning, and that's why I also have to talk like this. And then try and do a fucking Bobcat Goldthwait impression. But I chickened out.
I'm glad you chickened
yeah.
out.
You knew, Bob.
I'm glad you left.
I know Bobcat. Yeah.
I'm glad you left Cantor's Deli in one piece.
It was, what the hell was it called? It was a freaking vegetarian taco place. I know.
There's some real inside baseball here.
Yeah.
Tell Jeremy though for the listener.
It was called Little Mama. I don't remember.
Little Mamas.
What am I telling him? It was definitely not the
You're telling the
pupuseria.
vegetarian in the room what the restaurant was.
I've been not eating meat.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. You look healthier. I wanted to say it before we even brought up this
He's
stuff,
not.
but no, it's not true.
I don't think
You look great, though.
I appreciate
He's worried about your Dodgers hat because there's a lot of salt stains on it.
it. Yeah, well, I
You
got
shoveling a lot of snow?
no, I'm riding,
riding
my
his bike a
bicycle.
lot.
Yeah.
Dude, awesome.
I'm the only idiot who rides his bike in Los Angeles.
No.
because It's too hot.
Oh, this time of year.
You know what we do though,
All
Mike?
full time.
We got to get you out there, man.
Go ahead.
They do camp coffee on the river on Wednesday mornings around 7 a.m. everybody goes down the river and makes coffee in like a camp stove setup.
In the LA River.
Yeah, at the LA River. So you all ride down, you bring your camp coffee setup. So you bring like a little stove, a little pot, make coffee in the morning, you sit there until 8 a.m. and then you go to work.
Now you know why the middle of America hates California.
Yeah, dude, it's a real disaster. All those libs making their camp coffee.
Somebody ought to send Arnold Schwarzenegger through there and
That's what I was just thinking.
shoot
about.
them all.
Why?
Because everything I see about the LA River has a car dashing
Driving
through
through
it,
the
running
middle?
over
Sure.
dumbasses that are
there's
making coffee.
There's a lot of water there now.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than it
He's
was
right.
in the 90s.
Oh, there
you can't
is.
really do that.
I thought they were out
There's
of water.
there's no T2 style, car chases
dry
with
wash.
Yeah.
but
in a weird way-
a foot and a half of the LA River,
Yeah.
18 inches on each side.
But in a weird way, we are appropriating hobo culture by getting down there and making coffee.
Yeah.
You've mined
Over
every
fire.
other. You've mined every other culture.
Every other subculture has been ruined by hipsters. It's time for hobo culture.
And we have
Please.
Taco Train Tuesdays as well, where you hop on a train,
You drive
and
to
eat
Bellflower.
tacos.
Yeah. You get off the train at Azusa and you eat tacos.
Flashback Friday, we literally just flash you in the face with a Polaroid camera.
yeah. And then we post it on the fucking bulletin board.
Oh man,
We went record shopping when we were in Gainesville, Florida.
Oh, man.
And,
Home of some great punk and ska bands,
and-
Gainesville.
Yeah, there was Danny's Scott Klezmer band.
Right, yeah, everything but the bagel.
I don't even get that, but go ahead.
It's everything
Jeremy-
but the girl, but they're not. They're neither klezmer
Nor
it's
ska.
the
Discuss.
bagel klezmer. It's
Discuss.
Jeremy took the opportunity to steal a Gene Krupa
Still,
record from
we're
me.
still talking about this.
Wow,
But-
this is twice now.
But I got some good country records while I was there. I got somebody, somebody, and I got a Red Clay Ramblers record.
Who's that?
It's just like a bluegrass kind of country band. So I had gotten one album before and liked it. So I was like, oh, Red Clay, okay, $5. All right.
I did wrap that record up for you, but
Really
If
nicely.
you want to take
Yeah.
it and borrow it? Well, we'll throw out the 6
Bubble
month
wrap?
thing.
Were there hobo songs on this record?
So Gerard comes over. My son likes to play records and likes to play CDs and likes
Yeah.
to press the buttons and push stuff and
Yeah.
put the thing. Wanted to change the record, flip the record, this and that, hit the needle, and so he goes, "Daddy, what is?" I was like, "This is cowboy music." And he goes, "Oh, So I pick him up and I start dancing because it's like kind of an upscale. It's kind of an
Upbeat.
up tempo.
Yeah.
Lowbrow cowboy,
Yeah.
lowbrow hobo, and highbrow hobo, and then they, they go into it. There's like a rocky top kind of breakdown, and there's some picking and some stuff that sounds very,
some
very,
grinning.
some very, very,
Definitely some
A little
grinning.
swinging.
some very Irish sounding type
Yeah,
of reels
reels,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. And Gerard just picks it up because I was like, these are cowboy boots on one of the albums, and there's ponies on the other one, and this is the one with the red bandana.
Oh, yeah.
So
He knows that.
So that record is the red bandana record, and he knows that one has like a couple of fast tunes that we can
Some
dance.
reels.
And he goes, "You want Daddy hold you and dance like the cowboys do?"
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I have to dance. Like I put the record on, they go into the next room, so I can really dance and not skip the
Sure.
record.
Tim, your dad called me and he said that you stole some of his records.
I
and he wants
did.
them back.
I mailed
Is
myself.
this accurate or is this a setup?
This is real. I mean, I did. He didn't call.
He didn't call.
You
No,
shipped- you
his
shipped-
dad.
did you ship
His
him
dad
fourth
stopped
class?
returning my
'Cause I
phone
hope-
calls in 2000. I don't know why.
You did, right? Fourth class.
I
bro.
I shipped them in. I stole a Yankee jacket from my dad and about 40 records, and I mailed them to myself in Los Angeles. Wow. There's
Some crazy records, dude.
There's some cool stuff. What were we going through when we were there? There was we have a lot of Sons of the Pioneers going back to your cowboy stuff,
Love
which was
Sons of
like
the Pioneers.
which was like Gene Autry's backing band way back in like the 30s and 40s. We have
seeds tumbling down. and all that
yeah,
stuff.
there's
tumbling
that.
tumbleweeds.
Yeah, all those tumbleweeds. Literally, like a whole half of the album is about tumbleweeds.
There wasn't a lot of vegetation out there to look at.
Yeah, yeah,
We cut down everything else for firewood, so this is
Yeah.
what we have left.
yeah. We had that and a lot of cowboy tunes. We were big fans of Big Rock Candy Mountain when we were kids.
big
My brother and I.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a hobo tune.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely hope.
Yeah, it's like, dude, there's a mountain out there that's made of rock candy, and like the funniest thing is
And
the
there are
lyric in
no
that,
dentists, and there's
Yeah.
like a root beer spring. right?
and all the cops have wooden legs, so like cops can't run after you.
Great.
It's like it's a great.
Everybody
vision.
carries termites
great.
with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Termites are just a bucket of water because if you throw that water down, it's going to be muddy, and those sticks ain't going nowhere.
Termites are just a bucket of water, just like bed bugs are just a pair of shoes.
Let's not talk about bed bugs.
No. Well, look, that's the thing. Bed bugs, they're getting smarter.
Smart.
And now they're, now you can tell if you have bed bugs if you have an extra pair of shoes because they start to look like shoes now. The whole
They form into
quadrant of
they make shape of shoe.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Sounds
have
like the Wonder Twins.
if you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
disappearing shoes, you might also have bed bugs.
Yeah. They're learning how to be pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, there's a parasite that like gradually eats a fish's tongue and replaces it. And
Is that right?
Yeah, it holds on to the fish's. It holds on to the fish's.
I think that means you want me to fact check.
Oh,
you.
Yeah, he
it.
keeps doing the finger movement.
For the listener,
tried to
Mike's
do
like,
piano
shut the
playing.
fuck up, Jeremy.
No, I was really
Look,
trying to do piano playing.
yeah.
but
It's a
yeah,
fish.
Play the song.
It's a
fish
parasite that replaces a fish's tongue and eats part of the fish's food as it goes in.
terrifying.
Fish
But
parasite
the rest of the
tongue
fish
does
is
come up.
cool. It's just like, hey, we're just hanging out.
That's the tongue-eating louse.
Oh,
But this is how
It's a sea louse.
This is how advanced that bed bugs have gotten in Brooklyn. Is that they're now posing as pairs of shoes.
Not only that, they're smart. They're posing as vans.
Yeah. Black vans from Danny's
Black
Wedding.
vans. Black wedding vans.
Yeah.
Have you ever, speaking of country crap, have you ever been to the Pioneer Town that's outside of California there? LA?
I went to
Didn't it just burn up in the
Paramount
in the recent-
Ranch burned.
No, I'm
Paramount
talking
Brand.
Pioneer
That's what
Town,
that's
though.
what I'm thinking.
I have
of.
not. Pappy and Harriet's.
Pappy and Harriet's,
no,
baby.
I've not been out there.
I'd like to do a Danny and Mike live show there.
If only we could get them to wait. They let everyone do shows out
Yeah,
there.
probably.
it's true. They do.
But they have good bands and stuff. I mean, in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
really
the
cool
Hollywood
bands.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Really cool bands.
I've always wanted to go.
It's like the Hollywood Bagel Bowl, which is
Stop
so.
it.
I'm saying you
It's
choose
really-
your
I
you choose
get
your
it.
filling, you choose your topping, you choose your fish
You
if you
choose
want
your
a
bowl exterior, and maybe you can get a
bronzed egg.
Look, if you want it, the hole can be put on a Rasputin's dick, and it can be spun around. And you can
We have a
just
Saturday special called Rasputin's Dick.
it's
we
a
also,
carrot
and,
up the
and
middle.
if we're out of Rasputin's dick, we also have tiger penis because that also helps with the virility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll give you.
It's true. When I was in Thailand, I saw a lot of that.
You went to
I
Thailand?
was in Thailand. Yeah.
When?
2005.
Oh, that trip that we don't speak of.
No, we speak about
I know.
it.
I'm teasing.
The Hangover, right?
Yeah.
Got it? No.
I
But
believe
we
it.
were up in like Chiang Mai, and they were all these, outdoor markets, and like there was so much tiger penis. It was just so weird. They're just like, "Whoa," and they just kept like, like the
listener.
universal sign for like, yeah, big
Virility.
strong
Now,
dick.
you were
It's
talking
just
about
like,
you were talking about penises in the last episode.
No,
and we
it
had
wasn't.
talked about in Los Angeles the cat penises.
oh God,
Is
oh,
a tiger penis barbed like that?
God. No, I don't remember. I
Man, I
didn't
hope
really
not.
take a look at it too much. It was just like it looked like a bone.
Shame-
I was just like,
someone bing that.
I
please.
felt
Shame we're
weird.
out of
I felt
fact checks.
weird. I felt weird
It's a
about
shame.
it.
We
I
used
didn't
up
like
all 3
seeing it.
fact checks.
Yeah,
That
sorry, they're all
sucks.
gone.
It's a shame that I can't look up that barbed cat's penis.
Well, look, we've all looked
I'd
it
love
up
to.
enough.
I'd love to want to, but my fingers are frozen. But hands are tied on this one. Like that
was-
Bob the Builder bondage porn.
Wait, that's a thing? How old's your son again? I'm kidding. This Bob the Builder. Can we build it?
I don't know. I don't
Yes,
let him
we
watch.
can. Yes, we
I don't really let him watch TV except supervised. My mom she placated him at the soup dumpling place by showing him pictures of himself.
That's fun. My 2.5-year-old niece. My
Only
2.5-year-old
child.
niece.
Only child.
My 2.5-year-old niece loves when I take selfies of me and she can see them. I don't know why she likes it.
She's in the frame.
Yeah, 'cause
She's
she misses
photobombing
you,
She's
man.
looking.
'Cause she
No,
misses
I'm
you.
talking when I'm with her.
Oh,
Yeah. When I'm standing next to her, she goes, "No, take a picture of you." But it has to be me, and she can see the.
Now I want you to
So
photograph.
So it's just
Yeah.
it's like her
Wow.
taking a picture of you, but you're holding the phone.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very cute though. She's by far my. This goes off the record. She is my favorite. She's my favorite. Yeah, niece nephew combo. What would you call it? In Spanish, they have a word for it.
What is it?
Quinceanera.
No.
no, that's 15.
That's older.
Okay.
Oh God, now I'm blanking. Sobrino.
I think your brother listens to this podcast,
He
so
will.
you're in trouble.
Sobrino, he knows. Sobrino, sobrino means nephew, but sobrinos can mean nephews, nieces, etc. We have to do that dumb nephew, niece, blah blah blah. But no, my brother knows that I have a
Just say
favorite.
my sister's kid. Say my brother's
Oh,
kid.
that's not bad. That's not bad actually. She is a favorite of my sister's kids.
Okay.
That's easy.
Hey, I mean, I haven't been able to differentiate between my two nephews that my sister.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
Are
man,
they
They're both-
twins?
They're just Liam and Landon. They're a couple years apart, but they look exactly the same. So
Those
it
are
just
almost
feels
the
like-
same name,
it's
too.
just-
That's fucked up.
I
That's
know.
fucked up.
But it just feels like I'm like, is this the Twilight Zone? I'm just watching like Liam repeat himself.
Like, this is Carl with a C, and this is Carl with a K.
If they live,
How do you not know the difference?
if they live 1,500 miles west, it'd be Liam with a Y and
That's
Landon
right.
with a Y.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Landon would have 3 Y's in it somehow. It's Landon. It's
L-Y-N-D-Y-N.
Lyndon.
N-Y-N.
Yeah. But if it was 2 L's, then it'd be Yandon. I don't know.
Or
why.
Llewellyn.
Oh, that's a great name.
Llewellyn's
There's
a good one.
yeah.
You call him Lou, you call him Winnie.
Call him Well.
We went through a big thing naming my brother's most recent son. He had a newborn about 30 days ago.
you said we.
Well, the whole family was involved.
Yeah, everybody was talking
We're
about
speaking
it.
about your brother's child, not yours, right?
But
Committee name.
I have a name that I've been hiding away as if I ever have a boy.
Jeremy.
Go ahead.
It's Jeremy Daniel Michael Jr. It's Ernest,
Okay.
which is my dad's middle name, my grandpa's name, my brother's middle name. And my brother was having another son. I'm like, you better not take that name. And he didn't. He named his son a different name. So
You could have adopted. Like,
I will eventually.
no, I'm saying you could have adopted like
The boy.
real quick.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
and
jumped
taking the
on-
name.
No. You could have adopted a son while
They were pregnant.
in the normal way, and then staked your claim by.
Yeah, that's true. And then
by
giving him
naming
right
that
back.
guy.
Be like,
No.
what are you? How do you do returns?
I just heard my sister-in-law went into labor. I'm getting a kid.
Yeah. And you do 90-day returns on this, right? Like the
I have the
DXL.
paperwork.
Yeah.
I saved it.
Actually, Tim just stole a kid from MacArthur Park by where he lived.
Yeah.
He's just like, you're my kid now.
You don't even notice. It's a very sketchy park.
Tim, remember last time we were there and we were walking by and the soccer team that was playing all had ankle bracelets on?
Yes.
What's the deal
I
with
don't
that?
know.
Arthur
yeah.
Park is lonely after dark.
It is. It's all
those GPS signals mingling round.
They play football. There's like adult men, all in white t-shirts and blue jeans, all like tossing a football like they're in a Twilight Zone episode because they're all wearing ankle bracelets. Like they're not having fun. They're just like tossing a ball back.
They're all within 1,500 yards of their own.
Sounds like something the Illuminati would say.
Yo, dog, for real? It's probably true.
Tim,
You should contact that guy.
yeah,
by
Tim
the way.
De La Motte, handsome redhead,
Or we can just hear
mustachio
from him right
man.
now.
Thanks for tuning in for another great episode.
Another great episode.
Yeah, so has he cracked other codes here?
It is December the 9th. And I don't know about you, but a lot of commercials lately are popping up with Illuminati symbols.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough, Jeremy.
And literally, he was watching 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah. So I just
'Cause
imagine.
you can see it. You can
And
see
it's
it on
paused,
it's
yeah.
paused, and it says
DVR.
Fiance.
Yeah.
So Illuminati,
boy.
Illuminati pawn.
We'll send. We'll put that up for
Yeah.
you. To see.
Prestige,
appreciate
prestige worldwide.
He
Tim
appreciates
De La Motte. How
We-
can we thank you for coming on this wonderful
Tim,
show?
tell us what you got going on.
Yeah.
Give us your socials.
Oh, geez. I'm on Instagram, as y'all know, because it's at.
Well, I don't because you just said that you never see me
I
on there.
muted you, I think.
Wow.
How do you mute a photo?
Oh, God. Can I
how
teach
do you
you?
mute a
No, he's
Honestly?
not on Instagram. He would.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to tag. Anyway.
He's decided that Jack is better than Zuckerberg, and we can't figure out how that's makes sense.
Jack the radio
The
station.
beard
Jack
is
FM.
weird. You don't know Jack FM.
Is this-
Twitter.
Oh,
Jack-
yeah, no, that
Jack
dude is
Dorsey.
bad.
Yeah, he's not good.
They're all bad.
But
You're right.
yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The president uses Twitter. It's got to be good. If a
Breathes
78-year-old
oxygen. What a sucker.
if a 76-year-old man uses it, it's good enough for me. My parents don't get Instagram. That's why I like it. I'm at Tim De La Motte. We had a short film that I was in. Just go to Cleveland International Film Festival.
.com.
.com. Series that I was in with.
Who's in it? Yeah.
Well, that's different. Oh, Josh Server is in Lunch Break.
Oh, and
Short.
how did you guys meet?
I don't remember. I want to say it was
you, man.
Grinder. And then I recently went to a screening of a series that Danny was actually also in called
a web series.
Stellar People.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did
So
you have
I don't
fun?
know what's happening.
Did you see
with it.
yourself?
I did see myself in episode 9.
For the listener, Tim had me on his couch for 2.5 weeks while we shot that.
Literally
So-
the best 2.5 weeks of my life.
So I had threw him a bone and said, "Hey, man, there's an extra part in here. You should get in on it."
I won't be there, but you should be in it.
I'm not in any of your scenes, but go for it, bro.
Yeah. That was the best. That was one of the
It was fun.
days.
Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on our show, buddy.
Tim, yes, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate, and I know you listen to the podcast every once in a while. So.
Do not dye your mustache black for a part if they ask you.
They asked me to shave. They never asked me to dye it.
Okay, you can do that.
On the way over here, Tim and I were talking, and he was getting excited about being in like a old timey rhythm and blues, like horn section band. And I told him that if he shaved his mustache and he dyed his hair a certain color, black, and put on one of those cool black hats and put on black Ray-Bans and a black suit,
Calm
that
down.
he could be Elwood and Universal. And he lives in LA, and there's a Universal right there,
You
and
could
he
do it,
could
bro.
be it.
You could
But
do
this
could
is
do
the
it.
thing. I'm a fat Elwood.
I mean,
No, you're a thin-
no.
you're
You're
a
just a
thin
tall.
Jake.
You're a
That's true.
tall.
I'm a
You're
tall, thin Jake.
You're a tall, thin
Yeah.
Jake, bro.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. This
We love
was
you. We love you, Tim.
So much
Give a listen on the Last Podcast Network. We love those guys. The lastpodcastnetwork.com and all their great podcasts like The Story Must Be Told, or The
we love
Brighter
that
Side, or The Last Podcast on the Left, which is my personal favorite.
Or top hat.
Or Top Hat. Check out our shop, shop.dailyandmike.com to get your own $1 billion idea notebook right there on the old shop.
$1 billion idea is not.
There's
included.
other stuff on there too. T-shirts, all sorts of good stuff.
And then we're about ready to upload that poster that was designed for us recently. So people are
very
gonna
cool.
love that.
Check that out.
Yeah. Also, you can find this guy on Twitter at DTamborelli, on Instagram at Danny Tamborelli. Michael is there on the Twitter at Michael C. Morona.
My ban expires by the time this podcast comes out.
You got a real band?
And,
Are you banned right now?
Damn.
and I'm at Remy Balin at most things.
Another reason
you-
to say bye, Jack.
don't
And
you
get
think-
on Instagram,
Don't
bro.
you think I would have promoted our
get it.
appearance
Let's
on the
get-
Jim and Sam show yesterday?
Oh, you.
Not a post. Not a
Wow.
post.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, Tim, you're a
Thank you.
goddamn joy.
Yeah,
You
you're a
guys are
good
the
fun
best.
guy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
I love you.
you're all right for an Illuminati.
All right now.
Show us your dick. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by me, Jeremy Balin. This podcast is part of the Last Podcast Network, which can be found at lastpodcastnetwork.com. Make sure to check that out for a ton of great shows. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.